and welcome to this European Commission's webinar on building bridges, how volunteering transforms classrooms. This webinar is organized by the European School Education Platform, which we invite you to take a look at your earliest convenience. My colleague Marta will share all the necessary links in the chat. And we are very, very happy that you are joining us on the first webinar of 2025. Today, we will discover how volunteering enhances education by creating meaningful connections between schools, communities, and global networks. We will explore strategies to integrate volunteering into classroom activities, empowering students to tackle real-world challenges while building critical thinking skills. So, without any further delays, I would like to welcome today's speaker, Romina Marchesani. Marina has been an Italian high school English teacher since 1997, specializing in the integration of digital methodologies into education. She also has been serving as an Erasmus Plus ambassador since 2022, as well as a well-valued scientific ambassador. She is dedicated to fostering inclusion, advancing sustainability, and promoting digital literacy. Romina actively contributes to pilot projects, research initiatives, and other meaningful cross-cultural learning experiences for students and educators. Her professional focus is on inspiring innovation in teaching and creating impactful educational pathways. So without any further ado, Romina, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you very much. I try to share my screen. Okay. So can you see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you very much. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this webinar, Building Bridges, How Volunteering Transforms Classrooms. I'm incredibly proud and honored to be here with all of you, especially at the beginning of this new school year, to discuss such crucial and inspiring topics, civic participation and volunteering. These are themes that resonate deeply, not only for their relevance in shaping the citizens of tomorrow, but also for their power to transform how we teach and learn today. For both students and educators, civic participation and volunteering offer absolutely unique opportunities to bridge the gap between theory and practice, fostering personal growth, social responsibility, and a stronger connection to our communities. I believe these discussions are more important than ever, and I look forward to sharing ideas, experience, and best practices with you during this session. This is today's agenda. And this webinar will explore how volunteering serves as a powerful bridge between students and their communities, fostering personal growth and social awareness. We will delve into empathy, leadership, and also collaboration, discover how volunteering cultivates essential skills in students, transforming them into empathetic leaders who flourish in teamwork settings, learn strategies to promote meaningful community engagement, then civic participation and active citizenship, understand the crucial role of civic participating in helping students grasp their rights and responsibilities as active citizens. We'll highlight examples of successful projects that inspire a sense of civic duty, and real-world learning and chance, explore how integrating volunteering into classroom activities transforms them into dynamic hubs for practical learning, driving impactful change within communities. So let's move on to unlock the transformative potential of volunteering in education, equipping students with the skills and values that need to contribute to a better society. So, as Kira said, I'm Romina Marchesani, an educator with experience in teaching and training. I work at ES Acciaioli Einaudi in Ortona, a charming town on the Adriatic coast, a dynamic technical and vocational school offering diverse programs and courses such as financial marketing, tourism, fashion designers, social sanitary service for opticians, and also a technical nautical school. Our school is deeply committed to fostering inclusion and providing opportunities for students from all backgrounds, including those with migratory histories or socio-economic challenges. At my school, Acciaioli Einaudi, we strive to connect classroom learning with real-world experiences and applications, whether through work-based learning trips, collaborative international projects such as eTwinning or Erasmus+, or innovative digital initiatives. Together, we create a vibrant learning environment that prepares students to become active, engaged citizens and skilled professionals in their chosen field. I want to start with this quote. That is my personal quote. I believe in the power of education to build bridges, foster understanding, and inspire change. I created this image inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's quote, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others," and title it "Building Bridges Through Civic Engagement." The image obviously showcases the various ways volunteering can be integrated into the school environment. As you can see, there are different fields of application. Environmental initiatives like tree planting or beach cleanups, cultural exchanges promoting diversity and inclusion, and local service activities such as assisting in food banks or helping the elderly. The visual capture this sense of connection, students extending their learning beyond textbooks in the classroom to engage with their communities, fostering empathy, leadership, and responsibility. Each element highlights how civic engagement transforms schools into powerful hubs of real-world learning and positive change. In my opinion, civic participation is all about helping students see the bigger picture, understanding their role in society and how they can make a difference. In my classroom, I want my students to not just learn about rights and responsibilities, but to truly feel empowered by them. Whether it's discussing laws or exploring current issues, social issues, or debating what justice really means, I aim to connect their learning to the real world. Critical thinking is at the heart of this. I love seeing my students analyze problems, question how things work, and come up with ideas for change. From examining how governments function to tackling local challenges, they are encouraged to think deeply and find their voice. It's not about having all the answers, but about learning to ask the right questions. But civic participation doesn't stop at the classroom door, obviously. I encourage my students every day to get involved in real life projects. For instance, we've explored participatory budgeting, where they brainstormed and allocated funds to an imaginary community project. They've volunteered locally, worked on environmental initiatives, and seen firsthand how their efforts, even small ones, can create ripples of change. One of my favorite aspects in teaching media is media literacy, obviously. In a world full of information, or we better say misinformation, it's crucial that students know how to think critically about what they see online, helping them to discern facts from biases and use media to advocate for causes they care about is deeply rewarding. In my opinion, civic participation is about more than teaching. It's about inspiring our students, to become active, thoughtful citizens who understand that they have the power to shape the world around them, both in their communities and beyond. So let's move a little bit. Let's start with an icebreaker using QueryPod. Share one word or phrase that comes to mind when you think about civic participation. As you enter your response, we will see a live word cloud forming on the screen. This will give us a collective sense of our perspectives and set the stage for our discussion. So, take a moment to think, what does civic participation mean to you? Let's see how diverse our views are. Right on Curie.live. Okay, I see people coming. Great. I see many of you coming though. "27, 28. Okay, I think we are more than 31. Okay, we're growing up. 40, 43, 44. Okay. I think we can start. Great. have 40 answers. So I think we can stop here because I can see anyone writing. Okay. All answers are coming. Okay, now you have to start voting. I give you less than 3 minutes for you have to start voting the best answer. Okay, so we have many answers and many votes. And on the top, we have learning to work together as a team and knowing you can change your community for the better. On the same level, we have responsibility. And on the third, we have the way in which groups engage in their community. We have also the fourth, helping the community, and on the five, we have respect. So we can show and we can see all the other questions, all the other answers, sorry. So it's very nice the way you answer these questions. So now let's come back to the presentation. And civic participation. is about equipping young people with the tools and mindset to actively contribute to society. It's not just about understanding how institutions work, it's about recognizing their role within those systems and feeling empowered to take part in shaping them. Civic education lays the foundation by fostering curiosity about societal issues and encouraging students to think critically about the world around them. It goes beyond theoretical knowledge, inspiring practical involvement at every level, whether it's addressing local challenges in their neighborhoods, engaging with national policies, or also understanding global movements. Civic participation shows students that their voice really matters. It's about building a sense of responsibility and belonging, motivating them to take action and collaborate for meaningful change. So let's take a moment to reflect on the importance of civic education in today's society. As we navigate in an ever-changing world, the ability to think critically, understand our rights and responsibilities, and actively engage in our communities is more vital than ever. Civic education plays a key role in shaping individuals who are not only knowledgeable, but also motivated to participate in their society in meaningful ways. Now, I'd like to invite you to take part in a quick interactive poll. And the question is, why is civic education so important in today's society? Think about your own experiences and the role civic education has played in helping you navigate your world. Is it to foster critical thinking? To teach us about our rights and responsibilities? Or maybe to encourage social engagement? Choose the option that resonates with you the most, and let's see what everyone thinks. Okay, great. Great. The results of the poll are really full, insightful. It's clear that many of you see civic education as a crucial tool for fostering critical thinking, which helps us analyze societal issues and make informed decisions. The strong emphasis on teaching rights and responsibilities also shows how important it is for students to understand their role in society. And of course, the repeated mention of social engagement highlights the desire to encourage active participation in local and global communities. It's inspiring to see that so many of you recognize the powerful impact of civic education in shaping thoughtful, engaged citizens. So come back to presentation. Reflecting on the poll results, it's clear that volunteering plays a crucial role in developing skills that extends far beyond the classroom. When students engage in volunteer work, they build leadership, collaboration, and empathy, which are essential not just for academic success, but for their personal growth and active citizenship. Volunteering truly bridges the gap between classroom learning and real-world action, allowing students to apply what they've learned inside a classroom in a practical, meaningful way. It connects them to real societal challenges, giving them the opportunity to not only understand issues, but actively contribute to finding solutions. This hands-on approach nurtures a sense of responsibility, showing students that they can be catalysts for positive change in their communities and beyond. Volunteering enriches their education, making them more aware, compassionate, and engaged in the world around them. So, now that we have reflected on the role of volunteering, let's dive into another interactive activity. This time, I want to hear your thoughts on the specific benefits of linking classroom lessons with volunteer work. We all know that volunteering provides valuable real-world experiences, but what do you think is the one key benefit of connecting classroom learning with volunteering activities? Does it enhance students' understanding of concepts, help them develop essential life skills, or maybe inspire them to become more active in their communities? I'll open up a question where you can write the benefit you feel most significant for you. Okay, we have 38 answers. Let's see. Oh, we have many of them. Unfortunately, we can comment this page, but anyway, you will have the recording of this session, so you will see your answer. But I can see using the debate to become more involve students in studying and volunteering, exploring what are the competencies of citizenship, values, attitudes, behaviors, actions, organize events, develop life skills, that is correct, develop social skills. I can contribute to civic engagement in my school by organizing voter registration drives, starting discussion on community issues, That is great. Students learn to be responsible in the society by participating in volunteering groups in their neighborhood, by giving a concert to the town hall. That's a great idea. Teaching students about civic rights, doing exercises about election, develop life skills again, designing projects to involve students in volunteering activities. These are very, very nice reflection about what we are talking about. So, very nice. Okay, let's move on. And we have practical tips for volunteering. We said that volunteering is such a powerful experience, and I always encourage my students to start small because every little bit counts. You don't have to jump into a huge project to make a difference. Sometimes even the smallest act of kindness or community service can spark something much bigger. It's about taking the first step and realizing that you have the ability to create a change, no matter how big or small the action may seem at first. As we move forward, I always remind my students to dream big. The beauty of volunteering is that you can start with something small, but as you get involved, you begin to see the bigger picture. You might start out helping in a local event, but soon you may find yourself planning larger initiatives that can have a wider impact. The idea is to always think about what's possible, not just for today, but for the future. Connecting volunteer projects to what we learn in class is where the magic happens. When students can see the direct link between their lessons and the real world challenges they're addressing through volunteering, everything clicks. It's not just about theory, it's about living what we learn, and it makes the learning process so much more meaningful. Whether it's math, history, or science, or civic education, there are always ways to tie these lessons into the work we do outside the classroom. And finally, I truly believe in the power of reflection. After every volunteer experience, I encourage my students to take a moment to reflect on what they have done. What did they learn? How did it make feel them? It's important. And what can they do differently next time? This reflection process helps them connect their experiences to their personal growth and shows them how far they've come. It's amazing, very amazing to see how these moments of introspection often lead to deeper insights and greater confidence. Volunteering isn't just about giving back to others, it's about growing as a person too. I'm really excited to share some of the meaningful initiatives I've been involved in, which have not only impacted the community, but also deeply enriched my students' perspectives. Our journey into environmental responsibility began with a critical observation. The beaches of my hometown, Ortona, were heavily polluted, and it was impossible to ignore the damage being done to our local ecosystem. Inspired by this reality, I wanted to engage my students in an impactful project that would connect them to the issue of plastic pollution in a meaningful way and in a different way. The goal wasn't just to clean up the beach, but to provide a deeper, as can I say, understanding of the environmental, social, and economic challenges posed by plastic waste. We wanted the students to reflect on how their action, both small or large, as we said before, can make a difference. So the beach cleanup initiative became the focal point of this learning journey, but it was preceded by a series of lessons that laid the groundwork for a richer, more informed understanding of the issue. In preparation for this activity, we delved into multiple subjects, each contributing to a comprehensive exploration of the problem. For example, science, we examined the chemical composition of plastics and explored why they persist in nature for centuries. Students discovered how plastic waste doesn't just disappear, but breaks into smaller particles, harming ecosystems in ways they hadn't fully realized before. This scientific insight made them understand the lasting impact of plastic waste. Then, for example, in civic education, this subject offered a broader perspective on individual and collective responsibility in managing waste. We discussed how each of us plays a part in the larger picture, whether it's reducing consumption, recycling, or simply making more mindful choices in our daily life. The idea of active citizenship was central to this discussion, showing how personal actions translate into societal change. Then in economics and geography, students also mapped the life cycle of plastics from production to disposal. We analyzed how plastics are made, where they go after they are used, and how they affect both local and global environments. Then, with sustainability studies, in this part of the curriculum, we dove deep into the issue of microplastics, tiny particles that have infiltrated marine life and even our food chain. Students were shocked, really shocked to learn that the plastic in our oceans does not just affect sea creatures and marine life, but is making its ways into the food we consumed every day. This discussion helps us understand the long-term effects of plastic pollution and why it's so urgent that we can take action. All of these lessons come together in a way that gave students a well-rounded understanding of the issue. It wasn't just about cleaning up a beach or for the sake of it. It was understanding why this effort matters and what's at stake and how every action counts in the fight against plastic pollution. When the day of the beach cleanup arrived, students were ready, armed with knowledge from our lessons. They actively participated in cleaning the beach, knowing their actions were part of something much bigger. But the cleanup wasn't the end, it was only the beginning. Students were encouraged to reflect on their experience and share their thoughts through presentations, infographics, research studies, and also slogans. In teams, they researched online, collaborated with peers, and created powerful visuals that conveyed the importance of reducing plastic waste. The collaboration didn't end at school either. Thanks to our partnerships with experts from Plastic Free and Ecoland, students were able to meet with specialists who provided real-world insights into the ongoing battle against plastic pollution. These experts gave presentations, answered questions, and inspired the students to think about environmental issues in a more global context. With the plastic collected, students from the fashion course created unique accessories and clothing, as you can see in the picture, showcasing their creativity and commitment to sustainability. For example, the plastic-free theme explained the impact of single-use plastics and offered practical alternatives. These discussions have solidified the students' understanding of their role in a larger movement for change. So, building awareness through collaborative projects. These initiatives wasn't limited to just one event. It was part of an ongoing commitment to environmental education integrated into multiple Erasmus Plus and eTwinning projects such as Together Now for the Future of Our Planet and Oceans Rescuers and Earth Lovers. These projects allowed students to connect with peers from across Europe, exchanging ideas and learning about environmental challenges on a global scale. Through these collaborative experiences, they realized that their action, no matter how local, were part of a much larger global movement aimed at reducing plastic waste and fighting for a cleaner, more sustainable planet. So, in conclusion of this activity, what can I say? What began as a simple cleanup effort evolved into a profound learning experience for the students. The integration of various subjects, science, civic education, economics, geography, sustainability studies, allowed them to develop a comprehensive understanding of the issue. They didn't just clean up the beach, obviously. They became advocates for change, equipped with the knowledge and skills to address environmental challenges in their communities and beyond. It is with great pride that I present this slide, which highlights an incredible partnership between our school and Donne. That is the translation of Woman Is, an organization that is deeply committed to fighting violence against women and advocating for gender equality. This collaboration has been nothing short of transformative, but for our students and the wider community. What stands out to me about this partnership is the way it blends education with real-world action. Through Donne's expertise, our students were able to not only grasp the complexity of gender-based violence and inequality, but also learn how to use their voices and action to make a tangible difference. The experience went beyond textbooks. Students were given the tools to actively participate in social justice efforts, whether through awareness campaigns, interactive workshops, or fundraising initiatives. In fact, my students took this opportunity to go a step further by organizing meetings with lawyers, experts in the field, psychologists, and law enforcement officials. They brought these professionals into the conversation, hosting events in venues such as the local theater, sports hall, where they could engage directly with the community. These events served as platforms for public education, giving our students the chance to actively contribute to spreading awareness about the issues of violence and inequality. It was truly inspiring to see them take charge, work alongside these experts, and organize informative sessions that reach a wider audience. The opportunity to work with an organization that is at the forefront of such an important cause was eye-opening for everyone involved. It allowed our students to see the broader societal issues affecting vulnerable groups. And more importantly, it equipped them with skills to advocate for change. I really and strongly believe that this partnership empowered them in ways that traditional learning can always achieve. By encouraging them to engage with their communities and raise their voices for equality. So, as we move through the slides, I hope you get at the sense of the depth of this collaboration and the positive impact it's had. The awareness raised through these initiatives didn't just stay within the walls of our school, it reached out the wider community, uh, creating ripples of change and also hope. Through these experiences, our students have not only learned about gender equality, they've become champions of it. And I want to underline that this partnership with Donné is a shining example of how education, when paired with real world action, can foster empowered, social responsible citizens who are ready to confront, to compare injustice, and build a more equitable society. Volunteering has the power to transform both individuals and communities. And at our school, we've seen firsthand how it can create meaningful connection and inspire positive change. Through our collaborations with organizations that support individuals with disabilities, our students have had the chance to engage deeply with issues of inclusion, empathy, and social justice. Two partnerships that truly stands out are with Radix Unica and ANFAS, which show just how powerful volunteering can be in fostering understanding, teamwork, and inclusivity. Collaboration with ANFAS was very important. ANFAS is a local organization that does incredible work supporting young people with disabilities. It's a place full of creativity where participants, known as paper artisans, that in Italian is mastricartai, have mastered the art of recycling paper into beautiful products, as you can see in the picture, like postcards, butterflies, invitations, lamps, and even boxes. These items are sold to support ANFA's activities and help spread the message about inclusion. Our students got involved in a variety of ways: arts and crafts workshops. Students worked alongside Mastricartai paper artisans, learning about paper recycling and helping make some of the amazing products you can see. These hands-on workshops help them understand, obviously, the care and skill behind the creations. Interviews and storytelling. Students took the time to sit down and chat with the artisans, learning about their lives, experiences, and challenges. This conversation not only gave our students deeper insights into the world of people with disabilities, but also helped break down barriers and form really meaningful connection. And what really stood out was how many students kept coming back even after school hours. They didn't just leave ANFAS at the bell. They stayed engaged, visiting regularly, spending afternoons collaborating, and even returning during the summer to continue their work and build lasting friendship. You can see in the picture particular moments of our collaboration. To support the organization, our students also organized several fundraising activities like campaigns and events. And the funds raised helped buy new materials for the artisans, Mastricartai, and supported ANFA's ongoing projects. These experiences have taught our students the importance of inclusion and how essential it is to give everyone the chance to shine. Another, sorry.
Romina, I'm so sorry. I don't want to interrupt you, but we are going to have to slowly wrap up.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's move. Okay. There's a problem with my presentation. Okay. Sorry for this. Okay. This is another collaboration with Radix Unica. We're promoting inclusion through sports and art. And it is another organization that helps people with disabilities, and they've given our students the chance to engage in inclusive art workshops and sports events. The goal of these activities was to promote teamwork, understanding, and inclusion among all participants. Let's move forward. Okay. These collaborations are just the beginning. Beyond working with ANFAS and Radix Unica, our students have taken part in a variety of civic activities that help them grow into responsible, compassionate citizens. And these volunteering initiatives are closely connected to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including Sustainable Development Goals number 4, quality education, promoting inclusive and equitable education, number 10, empowering individuals of all abilities, and number 17, building strong partnership to create lasting social impact. I move very fast. At our school, we have a great presence of non-native speakers, non-Italian native speakers, and integrating non-Italian speaking students and those with migratory backgrounds have been an important core mission in our school. We've worked hard to create a welcoming, inclusive environment where every student can feel valued, supported, and part of a community. And one of the most exciting ways we have achieved this is through engaging in eTwinning projects, which allowed our students to connect with their peers from all over Europe. These exchanges gave them the chance to experience new cultures, build friendships, and engage in collaborative learning. They went beyond the classroom. It was an amazing opportunity for them to realize that they are not alone in their journey. Their stories are shared by others from different backgrounds, all facing similar challenges and triumphs. But we didn't stop here. We knew that supporting these students required more than just projects and exchanges. So we turned to the local community for help, and cultural mediators were brought in, and welcome protocols were set up to make sure that every student had the guidance and resources they needed to settle in. This was a true team effort. Our school, the students' families, and the community worked very hard and worked hand in hand to make sure everyone felt supported. It wasn't just about adapting to a new culture. It was about building bridges between different worlds and creating a space where everyone felt they belonged. A key part of this integration was empowering our students to navigate the digital world with confidence and responsibility. And we partnered with other schools across Europe through Erasmus Plus on the Media Smart Citizen of the Future project, which was also recognized by the European Union as a best practices initiative. We understood that in today's world, media literacy isn't just a skill, it's a necessity. So we brought in international communication experts to hold workshops on critical topics like fake news, fact-checking, and the danger of deep fakes. And our students didn't just learn about these issues, they practiced real world strategies to identify misinformation and made sure their voices were informed and responsible when speaking online. The workshops were hands-on and practical, providing students with tools that they could immediately use in their daily lives. They learned to be digital detectives, to question what they read, and to understand the power of the media in shaping opinions and belief. So looking back, these initiatives have made a huge difference. The students learn how to bridge cultural gaps, how to navigate complex digital landscapes, and how to become informed, engaged citizens. It's been a journey of growth for everyone involved. And we are excited to continue supporting our students as they navigate the future with confidence, curiosity, and in an unwavering commitment to building a more inclusive world. So we have reached the end of this session, in this presentation, and I want to take a moment to reflect on the journey we have explored today together. Volunteering and civic engagement go far beyond the classroom. They empower students to develop empathy, foster inclusion, and embrace active citizenship, connecting academic knowledge to real-world challenges. Through environmental initiatives, social justice campaigns, and efforts to celebrate diversity, we've seen how students can become change makers, contributing to their communities while gaining invaluable skills for their futures. These activities demonstrate the transformative power of education when paired with active participation and collaboration. So I want to share my heartfelt thank you to the eTwinning and SF for this incredible opportunity to share how impactful students' engagement in social and civic life can be. Together, we are building a brighter, more inclusive future.
Thank you so much, Romina. Thank you so much.
Okay.
This was a
Stop sharing.
wonderful, yes, thank you. This was a wonderful presentation, and I am sure we have all enjoyed it a lot. We have received many, many positive comments in the chat. So we are very grateful for you sharing your knowledge with us. And also thank you in the first place for accepting our invitation and sharing your expertise. So before we close today's session, just a bit of practical information. The evaluation form has been shared by my colleague Marta, so please do not forget to fill this out after the webinar has concluded. And the second one is about our upcoming professional development offer. So we have some courses and webinars. So please visit the course catalog on the European School Education platform to not miss any exciting opportunities. And with the help of Romina, we have also published a very interesting article on civic education and how to teach civic values and promote volunteering in the classroom. So thank you, Romina, also for collaborating with us on that. We invite you to take a look at that. The link to this article has also been shared in the chat. And as we are moving towards the end, thank you for joining us today. Romina, in the eTwinning webinars, we have the custom to leave the floor to our speaker for a final word, suggestion, or wrap up to share with our participants.
I think I was a bit long, so I told everything. I think that it is important to work on volunteering and engage students in local activities, and engagement is really, really important, because with such activities, we can build something very, very important, and we can build a brighter and more inclusive future for our students and for ourselves.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I wish you all a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you in March for the second eTwinning webinar of the year. So I wish you all a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you, Romina, and thank you to all. Have a wonderful evening and goodbye.